Well, I'll be goddamn. I had no idea that today I was going to get the news that Russell Westbrook has retired from the NBA.
But some stories don't need someone to tell them. They just speak for themselves. So tonight, I'm not going to tell you what any of this means. I'm just going to show you. And I'm going to ask him a few questions along the way, not because I expect an answer, but because some things deserve to be asked, even in silence.
No way did Russell Westbrook go out on the last days of summer, on the first day of school, where kids got to go back to school. Russell Westbrook is going to retire. Now, I get it. For Brodie, I totally understand. You want to retire on your own terms, and I'm not mad at that. I'm actually happy for you because what you have given to the game is invaluable. What you have showed as a professional of all these years in every team that you played on is invaluable. Hopefully now the trolling is over with. Hopefully now that one of the greatest point guards of all time, and I think in my opinion is a top 5 point guard of all time, can get his respect like he's supposed to get his respect. Because so many times people have disrespected Russell Westbrook. But hopefully post-retirement, no more. Because I don't know how many guards have you ever seen for this long elevate so many teams under any circumstance the way that Russell Westbrook has done it. I don't know how many guards have you ever seen had his influence on the game where he plays hard every single night and you know you're going to get 100% from him every single time. I don't know how many guards have you ever seen that can do this triple-double thing like Russell Westbrook can like that. Y'all don't forget, Russell Westbrook is the one who made these triple-doubles born. Russell Westbrook is one who made these triple-doubles stat pattern. Don't you ever forget the impact that Russell Westbrook has put on this game. Now, don't you ever forget the NBA most valuable player. Don't you ever forget the 9-time All-Star. Don't you ever forget NBA All-75, 2-time All-NBA first team, 5-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team, 2-time NBA scoring champion, 3-time NBA assist leader, all-time triple-double leader. Don't you ever forget the greatness that Russell Westbrook has had on the NBA. And it's about time. All the trolling is over with. All the nerds of analytics is over with. Come forward. Give respect to one of the greatest point guards of all time, because what he meant to games and what he meant to these teams, once again, is invaluable. And you know what's so crazy about this? I have yet to hear any teammate say anything bad about Russell Westbrook. Not one. Out of his whole career. So for all of the media pushing these agendas against Russell Westbrook, don't nobody of his peers think so.
Westbrook, like, just as a teammate and from a player perspective, playing with him, what is that like for you?
He's one of the most brilliant, accepting guys that I've ever played with. Always had the best attitude ever that you would ever think of. Like, you know how guys say, like, the attitude goes a long way? It does go a long way. And, like, you know, with Russ, he's always coming in with a great attitude, and he's always there for you. Like, say you need some shoes. Hey, I got you some shoes tomorrow. He'll give you like 4 pairs of shoes. If you wear the same size as him, he'll give you the shoes off his feet. He'll just like, hey, I got plenty of them. Here, you need shoes? Always looking out for guys, always talking to them. He's always trying to make the game so much more easier for anyone. Like, literally, when he say just run, I'll get you the ball. Just wanted to see you succeed.
I've heard everybody speak highly of Russell Westbrook. Even Pat Bev, and we know their situation when they got on the same team. You heard what he said about him.
Right now, I don't know. I've been here, 2-3 weeks, but if I was to have a best friend on the team right now, for sure be him. We spend the most time together. We've been locked in, lift weights together and all that stuff, so I'm super excited.
So for every single person that ever, disregarded Russell Westbrook game, I think it's about time y'all get respect. And that's usually what happened. It's kind of sad that when players retire, they get more respect than when they was actually playing. That's kind of sad. But in this situation, hey, justice is served, because y'all gonna start having them conversations about how is he not a top 5 point guard of all time. And I know y'all gonna talk about, well, he didn't win no ring, he didn't blah, blah, blah. Go look up every single time Russell Westbrook was asked to perform. And I bet you come to the conclusion that he always performed. Did he have some turnovers? Absolutely. Did he play some bad games? Absolutely. But did he play more good than he did bad? 1,000%. And you're not finna sit up here and tell me that every single time Russell Westbrook put on a uniform, you didn't think he was gonna give you 100%. And so it's pretty sad to see, especially watching that video and especially watching the influence that Russell Westbrook has had on the NBA for so long and for fans like me, because, I grew up and I remember the first time I saw Russell Westbrook play and I was like, yeah, he got it. He gonna be one of them ones. He gonna be one of them superstars. And I remember telling my stepdad this. I remember telling my stepdad about a couple people. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I said that he was gonna be a superstar. I said Kyrie Irving was gonna be a superstar. And Russell Westbrook. Those three people right there, I was early on. And I'm talking about extremely early on, because I can remember the first game I saw him play, and this was when Earl Watson was his teammate. I remember he getting the ball, and I remember him going so fast to the basket and finishing. And I was just like, God damn. I was just like, God damn, that was different, especially in the league at the time, where they had these point guards that was pretty much table setters, the point guards that was just, coming down, making sure the big get the ball, making sure all these guys is involved and stuff like that. And then you saw Russell Westbrook, a big point guard at the time, who would just come down, and I'm talking about blowing by, dunking everything. He wasn't pass first like how he turned out to be later on in his career. And I'm still not sure if he was pass first, but he did pass the ball a lot. But early on in his career, he was raw. It was very, very raw. And it was him and Kevin Durant. And you could see, they got something. They got something. And I wish KD and Russell Westbrook could have finished out their careers together, or at least played as long as Steph Curry and Klay Thompson did with each other, because I do think they would have eventually brought a championship to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But maybe they wouldn't have got Shea, who I don't know. But at the same time, I do wish we could have seen that, because we would have saw more Russell Westbrook greatness. Now, the question is had KD and Russell Westbrook stayed together, would we have seen so many triple doubles? Because, once KD left, that's when Russell Westbrook started getting crazy amounts of triple doubles. And he started, pretty much putting the team on his back. But he did what he had to do, I think, to be honest with you. And that's why you got to respect him. You got to respect him, because every single game that he played, he did what he had to do. Whether that was, scoring, whether that was, lifting up his teammates, whether that was rebounding. And people kind of sleep on Russell Westbrook defense as well, too. I might not, go off the limb and say it's at a elite level, but the energy that he provided was pretty, was pretty contagious. And, he put batteries in a lot of his teammates back. And I don't think he get enough credit for what he did when he went to Washington. Especially leaving Houston, where the Rockets kind of, looked silly at that point, between, the James Harden saga and Russell Westbrook, leaving and going to the Wizards, pretty much axing his way out too. People don't give him enough credit for what he did with that team, bumping that team to the playoffs. I think he averaged 11 assists with that team. I want to say he led the league in assists with that team. Let me see. Yeah, he did. He averaged 22 and 11 with the Washington Wizards. And he don't get enough credit for that. And I know a lot of people talk about his Houston time, but as a Houston Rockets fan, Russell Westbrook played damn good with the Rockets. I know he made NBA All-Third Team, but check this out. He made NBA All-Third Team, and he averaged 27 and 7 rebounds as well too. Over 8, damn near 8 rebounds as well too. And this was the most efficient, pretty much, that he shot in his career, 47% from the field. And that was NBA All-Third Team. And the Rockets really had a good team. I wanted to see more of that because I felt like the Rockets just got hurt around the bubble time, and that kind of messed everything up. And they never really got a chance to, dwell in that. And I hate how sometimes in the NBA season, you get a superstar, they expect you to win now, but it's like, that's just not realistic. Championships take time, and I do believe that had Russell Westbrook and James Harden played a little bit longer, they would have figured some things out. I don't know about a championship. Championship is hard to guarantee, but I think we would have saw a little bit more, and I don't think Russell Westbrook get enough credit for the way he adapt to any given situation, any given team. And I'm talking about you drop him in a team where it might not seem ideal, and then next thing you know, it turns into an ideal situation because he figured it out, whether you got to start him, whether you bringing him off the bench, or whether you limit his minutes, he still give you maximum, effort. And I think you get maximum, value for the minutes or the role that you're going to give him in. And I think that's the epitome of Russell Westbrook. And that's why I've never disrespected his career. I never disrespected him as a player or a person, because I've heard all the good things that he done for people. I've heard all the good things that he does in the inner city in LA and in other cities as well too. Everything you hear about him is just a great guy. Protect his teammates, protect his coaches, protect his family. I mean, it's a great career. It's a first ballot Hall of Famer. One of the greatest point guards of all time. It's the Drenchman, not the Frenchman. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Russell Westbrook retirement. And if there's something else y'all want me to, give my take on, make sure y'all put it in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I just reached 7 million views on YouTube, and I've been doing this thing maybe a year and a half. So small goal. I'm proud of it, but I appreciate every single one of y'all. It's the Drenchman, and I'm out.